और guys, क्या चल रहा है? Uncle, fog चल रहा है. Friend, sounds familiar? By now you must have guessed the name of the brand or the product this case study is going to be all about. Hi everybody, my name is Sanjay Ahuja and I'm a communication coach. Friends, every now and then there comes a brand or a product which completely disrupts the market. It questions the way things are being done in that particular segment and sets out a completely new norm. And that is what my case study is going to be all about today. I'm sure you must have guessed it by now. My case study is going to be about FOGG, my favorite deodorant. So friends, I would like to divide this case study into three parts. The first is going to be the pre-FOGG period. The second is going to be the post-FOGG period. And the last one is going to be our learnings from the success of FOGG, how FOGG became so successful. So let's get started with the pre-FOGG period. Now here I would like to talk about two problems. Now deodorants started getting popular somewhere in the year 2000, somewhere around 99-2000. Most of the market was dominated by Axe, which had about 20% of the market share. And the rest of the market share was taken over by Nivea, Park Avenue, Set Wet, Wild Stone and Engage. Now, although a deodorant is a gender neutral product, it was mainly skewed towards men. Now the reason was that most of the companies at that point of time positioned a deodorant as something which is used by men mainly to lure or attract women. The hygiene factor of the deodorant was never advertised. Now I don't know whether you remember the Axe effect or the Chocolate Man ad by Axe. Then we had the Wild by Nature ad by Wild Stone or the Very Very Sexy ad by Set Wet. Now these ads were at times downright vulgar. They showed women in poor light and were mainly skewed towards men as, men using this product to attract women. Now, quite a few of these companies faced a lot of controversy for these ads, and there were some protests from some women's organizations also because these ads were showing women in poor light. So this was the first problem at that point of time, that this is how deodorants were being positioned. The second problem was that I remember when I used to buy deodorants before FOGG came into the market was that I used to oscillate between Park Avenue or Nivea, and at times I bought a Wild Stone also, but I was never satisfied. Whenever I sprayed a deo, the fragrance always came out in the first few sprays, and after that it was just like gas coming out of the can. So I was never satisfied as a customer. I felt completely cheated. So this was the second problem in the pre-FOGG period, and somebody had to step in and change this particular scenario. This brings me to the second part of my case study, which is the post-FOGG era. Now, FOGG was launched somewhere in December 2011 by a company called Vinny Cosmetics. And FOGG did three things differently and became the market leader. The first thing they did was they concentrated on the value proposition. Now, as I mentioned earlier, every other company was peddling sexuality through their products. FOGG claimed that their deodorant was no gas, no wastage, and their deodorant can give 800 sprays in one can. Now, that was a big difference from what the other companies were doing. So that was the first thing they did. The second thing they did was come up with a very catchy line. I mentioned in the earlier, when I began this video that, "Aur guys, kya chal raha hai?" So that was a very catchy line which resonated with every Indian. I'm sure that even when you go for your smoke break and you're at your workplace, you must be using this particular line or you must be hearing this particular statement. There was another ad which said, "Aur janab, kya chal raha hai?" And the person says, "Hindustan mein to FOGG chal raha hai." These ads really became very popular, and you could hear almost everybody using this particular ad. The third thing which they did was they used non-aerosol pumps in their for their deos, which the other companies were not doing. And the cans were also quite sleek and good looking, unlike the other bulky cans which other companies were using. So these were the three things which FOGG did to enter the market and completely dominate the market. And as we speak today, they are the market leader. I, for one, can't think of using any other brand other than FOGG. If I go to buy my deo and the FOGG is not available at a particular store, I would rather wait or go to some other store than buy any other brand. So that is how FOGG entered and completely changed the market. Friends, in the last part of the video, I would like to talk about how FOGG got all the 4 P's correct to dominate the market. The 4 P's are product, place, price and promotion. Let's talk about them. The product, I already mentioned to you, they came up with a totally different product. They concentrated on no gas, no wastage, and they claimed that their deodorant can give a person 800 sprays in one can. Now that was a really unique proposition. The second was place. FOGG is available on almost every medical store, every grocery store. It's available online also. So there is no problem in getting a FOGG deodorant. Third is promotion. Well, I already mentioned to you, they came up with some really catchy lines like, "Or guys, kya chal raha hai?" or "Janab, kya chal raha hai?" This really resonated with the Indian consumer. And price, of course, FOGG deos are priced between 190 to 200 rupees. And even today, when I buy them, that is the price range of a FOGG deo. Of course, the perfume range is slightly expensive, but that's more in the perfume range, not the deodorant range. So this is how FOGG got all the 4 P's correct, and it is currently dominating the deodorant market. So friends, before I end this video, let me ask you a question. What do you think is going to be the next innovation in the deodorant industry? Do you think FOGG has nailed it? Or do you think some other player could come in and disrupt this particular segment again? Mention your views in the comment box. If you have found value in this particular video, please like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with the case study soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.